Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Why is my camera over yonder? I need to shimmy this way. There we go. That's better. How are we all? Hello. Sorry it took a second. Dynam in the chat. Pam and Jen, amongst everybody else. Yeah, I had to wait for YouTube to behave, because what I've started doing is I'll start the Twitch stream in the starting now for 3 to 5 minutes, let that settle, and then just before I actually go live, and switch the scene round, then I'll start streaming on YouTube, so Twitch gets its head start and I'm not starting everything at the same time. And every time I've done that, it seems to have worked. I've just started that. I started streaming on YouTube a minute ago, and it fluctuated just as I started, but then it leveled out. So I think we're good. So there's been some stuff happening. I need to have a little sip of coffee as well. The Mrs. Lazy popped round on her lunch break. She popped down to Mackey's on her way home and got me a little caramel latte from Mackey's. Isn't that nice? Isn't that sweet of her? Mrs. Lazy, looking out for me. Always. Love that woman. Dynam, she's mine. You can't have her. Yeah, we all saw the clip. But yeah, we got some extra emotes. Got a few little things. Trying to just put a few different things in place, like a little lazy tea cup. We've actually got drops of tea working properly. We've got a dedicated chug renewal. Yeah, I feel like got a few little bits going. I have no interest in her at all. I'm going for you. Dynam. One day, who knows? One day, you might see me in person. And then you'll just realise how short I am. And it's just not going to work. You being 6'5" and all that, and me being about 5'6". Not going to happen. Hello, sup boss? Hello. I mean, boss, you say? Calling me a boss? Ooh. I've not had this kind of power before. It's a bit of a new dynamic for me. Hydra, of course. We're not. How far into the stream are we? How far? 11 minutes into the stream, and I'm also to be fair, it's going cold, so it's. But yeah, this isn't the chug anymore, Pam. This isn't the chug. You gotta save up your points for that one. Yeah. Hydrate has 3-minute cooldown. Yes. After last stream, yes. Of course, it's got a cooldown. There is a dedicated chug button now if you want me to chug. And I will do the chug. But you have to earn the chug. You must earn the chug. I need to add the colour filter onto my face, because it is very bright outside. And I like how the natural light shine on my face, but it also means... There we go. Also means I'm a bit washed out, aren't I? What's the difference amongst the hydrate and the chug? So... The hydrate, I'll take a sip. I'll have a drink. The chug, I will down my drink. In one go. The throat will open up and the entire volume of my glass, cup, whatever it is, will be inhaled. It is more inhaling my drink rather than drinking my drink. So, yeah. Alright, I think we've got Botrix working as well now. Botrix has joined the YouTube chat, so let's see if it's actually going to type if I do a little testimony. Also, how is the audio? Because after I watched the VOD yesterday from the 7-day stream, and it was yeah, the audio was a bit wasn't the best. So yeah, is the audio a little bit better? I changed the thresholds over a little bit. Morning, Doug. Hello. Good morning. It's afternoon for me, but I guess good morning to you. That puts you in like what? Where would it be morning right now? In America? I guess, like, the east coast of America, I guess it's a morning. But yeah, hello. I guess it's good. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's got to be better than Texas. Yes, Texas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to Texas from the UK. Yes, audio is good. Epic stuff. Yeah, we'll just make sure to buy Chug only when you get a drink. Just make sure it isn't a hot drink. I've added a specification that it has to be a cold drink that I chug. I'm not gonna like make a freshly boiled cup of tea and chug that. That's just not gonna work, is it? Just not gonna work. So yeah, so I'll show you kind of what we've been up to, right? Because shit's happened. Make channel rewards called Burn My Throat. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I like being able to talk on the stream, you know? I don't think the stream would be very entertaining if I couldn't talk. Saying that, it's not very entertaining when I do talk as well, so, you know. There is that caveat. But yeah, I can redeem all of mine as well. Happy days. I'll redeem a posture check for myself. Look at this. Wait there, redeem. There we go. Oh, crack. Yield back a little bit. Oh. Yeah, you're just sadistic, though. Nah, torture is amazingly entertaining. I mean, we found out that you kidnap people and keep them in your attic, so, you know. At this point, I just take everything you say with a grain of salt, you know? But yeah, alright, so I'll show you what we've been doing. I'll showcase what Dynam's done first. I'll put him on the spot a little bit. Everyone in a Twitch chat is sadistic by default. This is true. This is true. We have a desktop. Yeah, look at this. You click on stuff. You can move it around. Click on another one. You get a bunch of these going. Yes. If that doesn't look like I'm being hacked, I don't know what does. Being hacked, but also I'm still clicking, and it's let me spawn them still. Whoa, it looks sexy. Just wait till you see the rest of the game as well. So this is before I'd added any of these fancy pants animations. No shaders, no nothing. Well, this is the actual game. There isn't much of a game so far, but that shouldn't be possible. We found our first bug. Do I need to put it on the bug list? Ooh. Oh, also, Dynam, I'll show you what I was setting up yesterday with the Notion page. It's sexy. It's sexy. I've been setting up a few databases. I think technically it is technically database, rather than data. But being British, I do have to say data. Is it data? Is it data? I think like Americans definitely say data, but I think this is one of those few instances where American English is technically correct over like British English. You know, I think it technically is meant to be pronounced data, which I don't like because it doesn't sound. It sounds American rather than data. You know. But yeah, we've got enemies that move around. A slightly unbalanced, purposefully unbalanced projectile, aka it won't always shoot exactly in the same spot. There's a slight amount of variance, but we can destroy enemies now. There'll be fancy particles and all that kind of stuff later on down the line, but this stream I'm going to work on a couple different enemy types. That's going to be the main goal of this one. Oh my hell, I didn't even have to sign up to Twitch. Wait, what? You didn't even have to sign up to Twitch? You can just watch it? Mad. I need to add a close button to those. Yeah. Sexy databases. I think the Americans say data. And British people say data. Yeah. Data and data. Data. Yeah. No, we just draw boxes here, literally. I thought you were on Twitch right now. I am. I'm on both. I'm multi-streaming. I'm on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You can see in the bottom corner down here, there should be a little indicator. We've got 5 people on Twitch, 4 people on YouTube. It's a good time to be alive. Look at that. Look at that. What was I going to do? I was going to do something. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you my Notion databases. Notion. Let me just bring it over here. I need to make sure I'm not... Ah, of course, it's... Oh, did I click on the setup rather than the actual... Of course, it's gonna update. You can access Notion online as well. But it's just easier with the desktop, I think. Daisy. There we go. So this is my current Notion page. I've not really set up much stuff, but I've literally just set up the foundation so I can turn these all into templates, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna have like marketings, like anything I would need to run LazyTeaStudios is gonna be on here. It's gonna be a massive central database for everything. So setting up community events, funding projects, like anything marketing related. See if I can get marketing stuff, like any shorts that I'm making, any YouTube scripts. It's all gonna be contained in here. And then shit that I need for my games. I love how Daisy is official. I love it. Like it's actually so funny. Daisy Games. It's easy to say, and it genuinely is a combination of our aliases. Isn't restreaming from Twitch and YouTube bannable on Twitch? It was until recently. They've recently changed the terms and conditions for that. So you're actually able to multi-stream now. YouTube's always allowed it. But yeah, Twitch, I think it was literally like within the last month updated the policy. Because they need to stay relevant. But yeah, it's completely fine now. So yeah, I've got these databases set up. And I can show you what they do. So, let's say I can toggle them all on and off, show whatever I want to show. Good times to be alive, right? Oh, I didn't want to get rid of that, actually. There we go. So, I can now essentially set up new to-dos. So, this is basically, imagine Trello, but, like, better. So let's say, what's the next thing I need to do? It's making enemies, all right? So let's come out, actually. Let's go back into this. The next thing I'm doing is making enemies. So I've got an enemies thing, and within that, I've got another to-do list. So I can break it down again. So instead of writing, like, individual notes, and for each of these, like, components of the enemies to-do list, I can go in and I can literally, like, type whatever I want. Like, add notes as I deem necessary. But the key feature of this, right, is it automatically shows how many I've done and dynamically updates to show what I've done and what I haven't. So this one's actually in progress. I need to do that. And it'll set up this project bar. And then when I come onto the Daisy page, you can see dynamically on each of the to-dos how far into it and how many tasks there are left to do within it. And I can see all possible tasks at the bottom here, which is nice. And let's say I don't even want to go into this. Let's say I've done the shooter enemies, so that one actually needs to go. I've been testing things out, which is why it's a bit like hit and miss. And the basic enemies, this one isn't in anything either as well, so let me get rid of that. And basic enemies is done. So I can literally come over here, and let's say when the shooting enemies is done, I can put it into complete, and it dynamically updates this one as well. And it's the same with everything. So let's say I want to add something else. So what's the next thing I want to do? Like environment. Environment. I always spell it wrong. Exhibit A. Environment. Okay. So let's add a to-do within the environment. And it's going to be create border, which is the border for the levels, that kind of stuff. I can type whatever I want to do in there, whatever. I can also assign an icon to it. Trash. It's toilet paper. Yeah. Border? Is there one for that? No. Triangle. Triangle. There we go. So I'm going to set a little icon. Looks pretty cute. It's got this, and I can just dynamically move things as I'm doing them, and it will just, yeah. Pretty sick. I really like it. And then, yeah, within each of these as well, I've got a space for notes. Let's say I've got some tutorials that I'm following. Well, I can just dynamically embed the actual videos themselves. So let's get a random Dynam video. That sounds fun, right? Dynam. Let's say this Game Jam Twitch stream right here by Dynam is like just what I needed. I can embed the video. Boom. I've got it there. I can just play it within the thing or go to YouTube dynamically. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Really, really happy with it. Add any note specific to that task specifically. And essentially, these are essentially like mini sprints. And this is just the way I prefer to set up my, like, my progression kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's just all, yeah. Just a nice way to keep organized. And then, yeah, I can just move things in progress, complete, dynamically. It's all good stuff. I'm going to be expanding on this, so I'll be able to, like, have a little progress bar here for, like, MVP progress. So as I add these over the actual to-dos, it'll update a dynamic progress bar showing me how much of the MVP, or the minimum viable product, is complete as well. So, yeah, Notion's epic. Notion is epic. So, yeah. Oh my god, you didn't say it would be this sexy. Yeah. I don't think you can show this on Twitch. What can't I show on Twitch right now? What can I show on Twitch? Woo, things are happening. The P1. Yes. Things are happening. I'm showing off this new thing, essentially. I'm working on a Notion page. Just yeah. Exciting times. Exciting times. Shooting anime needs to go there because I haven't actually finished. I'm working on it, so I've got some incomplete tasks to do with regards to making enemies. There'll be bosses. There'll be all sorts going on. I'm really excited. Really, really, really excited. So I'm going to be working on Eloquy. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm going to be working on some enemies today. Going to get some enemies and potentially start working on a boss. If I have time. We'll see. We'll see. Tried adding an input manager to the game engine yesterday. It did not go well. Oh dear. Oh dear. Because you're making your own engine, aren't you? For this gem, you're basically starting from scratch and making your own engine. Right? Today, I need to fix that. Implement. Jesus. Anyone who makes their own engine is just like, you've just got like all my respect, because that shit hard. That shit hard. Alright. I need to like move this. I need to move my mic. It's like in my way ever so slightly. There we go. Just because I kind of still have to look at my keyboard when I'm typing. Like, not fully, but like every now and again I need to check the odd letter because dyslexia. I'm not the best. I'm not the best. But yeah, stuff's happening. So let's put these in. I need to essentially, so I've got the functionality for the main enemy, which is this one. I need to add finish adding the functionality for the shooter enemy. Now I've kind of added the script for the most part, but I need to finish off. I started working on it yesterday. I'm kind of setting up everything as a component, so I can just, if I wanted any enemy to be able to shoot, I can literally just drag and drop the enemy shooter component to it. And I can just flexibly make a bunch of enemies just by mixing, matching different components. Let's say next up after this, I'm going to be making a kind of exploding enemy. So it'll get towards you and explode, dealing damage. I can then make another one that explodes and shoots you just by dragging both of those components onto it. So it's good times. Good times. No, the real issues are going to start when I start hacking in type IDs for components to make my ECS game engine actually ECS. Then I'll have to convert from function pointers to a custom class implementing systems. Then I'll have to create a camera component. You've already blown my mind. I'm already lost and scared. I make bullet go pew. You do the real programmer thing. Craziness. That's all just way over my head. Way over my head. Way over my head. Okay, so I need to make the enemy bullet prefab. I've got one here, but I can't remember exactly what it does. So, in fact, what I need to do is I need to copy the color. There we go. That's fine. The bullet script needs to come off, and it needs to be the yeah, remove. Okay, no. Enemy bullet needs to go. And this needs to become an original prefab. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Enemy bullet. It's gonna be similar. So we need to add... in fact, I've got it over here. Let me just open all my scripts and stuff. Let's add enemy bullet on. There we go. We'll just add it at the top here. Damage thingy. Yeah, cool. Enemy shooter. It's cool. So now we need to add the enemy prefab into this. So enemy shooter, enemy bullet. There we go. No. Yes. There we go. Game object. Transform. I also need to steal from this the bullet behavior. So let's get this opened up. Oh, shit's popping off. Oh, I need to bring this over here as well. As soon as it loads. I really need to get a new SSD. I really need a new SSD. I've only got like 250 gigabytes on my main one. And it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Oh, by the way, Lazy, I'm probably going to redesign all the enemies and play it to look more like a desktop style. That's completely fine. I can just drag and drop the assets on as and when. Once they're done, I can probably make the game after I implement the sound effects. The P1, you're actually crazy. You're actually crazy. More outlines, less flat colors. Yep, sounds good to me. Sounds neat. Because the art, though, is pixel... because your art, though, the pixel effect filter must look like scribbles. Yeah, like when you actually load into it, it looks pretty cool, though. You know, it looks pretty cool. I really like it. I need to sort out the free aspect, though, because at the moment I've just been locking it by doing that. But I need to make it so when it's in free aspect as well, it's still a 4x5. But I'll figure that out later. To be fair, that's kind of the style we're going for. Yeah, exactly. But that was before we had the actual CRT filter. Yeah. I like the parts that LazyT specifically made. So the actual game, you mean? Have you seen what Dime's done? It does look pretty cool, though, to be fair. It does look really cool. I'm really excited to get that kind of like merged together. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited for the story. We need to start writing that, actually. Have you worked on that at all, Dynam? Big agree. Just wait, we'll see. We're gonna get a boss going. It's gonna be good. Is it a good idea to have different kinds of collision triangles, or is that too much? I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I mean the actual bullets themselves, we're gonna have the enemy ones be anything enemy related is going to be orange and orange and red. Anything player related is going to be blue, so it's going to be really easy to distinguish kind of what's what. So it should be fine. But as imagine, we'll probably end up making some kind of little... We'll make some kind of little thing for the stuff. I mean, like the walls. Oh, yeah, these are just placeholders. These are just placeholder things. This is not how it's going to look. Don't worry. We're going to be making, like, actual levels themselves. So, yeah. It's going to be fine. It should be fine. Yeah. There's going to be a whole world to explore. A whole world of pixels and bosses and enemies and danger and hacking and malware and antivirus and AIs that have Dynam's voice. And another AI that has my voice. It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting the actual bits and bobs together. It should be really interesting. Okay, we need to get this open as well. And what is it I needed? This. I need to just like... Can I just copy this? Another thing. Or have I already copied that? Oh, I did already copy it. Cool. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Shoot. Enemy player. Next shot time. Let me just see the differences between these. For all the bullet behavior. Okay. So instead of instantiating, I need to just do that, I think, and then bring in, and then just do that, get rid of that, and then I need to make the actual scriptable object bullet behavior, and then we should be golden. So if I come in here and then do public, what is it? Bullet behavior? Bullet scriptable object. Bullet behavior. That should fix that, because then we can just make a separate scriptable object for even different enemies that'll have different shooting bullet styles as well. I think that should just work. Looking forward to the game having sound effects. I know sound effects and particles are literally one of the biggest contributions when it comes to actually like making a game feel juicy. Like, it's crazy how much of an effect it makes. Crazy. What do I need to do now? I really need to organize this, but for now anyway. Scriptable objects. Bullet, we'll call this basic enemy bullet. Spread, we'll make it pretty inaccurate. 1. Cooldown is low, that's fine. And we'll keep the speed at that. We want it to be a bit inaccurate because it's a basic enemy. It's not gonna. We don't want it to be smart. Okay, and then we come into the enemy. We drag and drop that there. In fact, we don't even need the from the shot point forward. So we're checking if it can actually see the player. So it's not. So this basically will detect if the enemy is basically facing the player. It's checking if it can see the player in front of it, and it'll only shoot if it can while on a cooldown. Because there's no point in just putting it on a like 2-second timer and just having it shoot every 2 seconds. It may as well just, because it'll be shooting off at nothing. It's a bit silly. I would probably make a separate script for it to handle shooting at points, since both the player and enemies do it. But I'm over it. Yeah, I like, in an ideal world, yeah, I would do that. But yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Like, because the thing is, the functionality is slightly different. Like, it is slightly different. Like, technically this is the same in both, but I'm not worried. I'm not that worried about over-optimizing it. Let's just see if that works. So I can just delete that now. This has got the enemy bullet in there. That's right. The position, yeah. Time between shots, 1. In fact, I don't even need that. Time between shots, right? No, because we've got this timer system. I mean, this works for now, but yeah, it's baked into the bullet thing, so I can probably just get rid of time between shots, right? And this, I can just do bullet behavior dot cooldown, right? There we go. Now we're using the scriptable object properly. Yeah, we can use cooldown. Yeah, see, I'm ahead of you. It's unused now. Yeah. Great mind. See, I'm learning things. Let's see if this works. So, that should shoot me. This one, if it's facing, it's not shooting me. Did I not set the layer mask? I know the layer mask is there. Yeah, that's there. It's shooting that. You are ahead, as if it's sending you brainwaves instead of messages. Exactly. I'm all over it. Why isn't this working though? In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to turn you off. We're going to turn this off so we can focus on just the enemy that we're working on. Let's get rid of that spawn manager. It's unwanted right now. That should be shooting me. We're going to make them turn a little bit quicker as well. To 2.5, just so we've got a little bit of variance. In fact, no, let's make that 4. So it's pretty quick turning. Or is it the, yeah, no, that's fine. Why isn't this doing the thing I want it to? So it's checking the player. Let's have a look. So it's every update it's shooting. So time.time is greater than next shot time. Oh, why not? Oh, next shot time. Oh, no, it is doing this. Or does this need to go further down? Next shot time equals bullet cooldown. So this is 0 by default, right? Do I need to just set that equal to 0? If time.time is greater than next shot time, so if it's greater than 0, yeah. Send a raycast to infinity in front of the player. Yeah. Is it because I'm using forward? Does that need to be something different? I feel like that might need to be different. Transform.up, doesn't it? Because I was using, yeah, I was using this in a 3D script. Yeah, and it's transform.up as well there. Yeah, I think that's the reason. In the code, why are you doing time equals time plus cooldown? Because that's the way the tutorial I followed did it. Remove the big if. Remove the big if? This one? It's checking to see if we can actually see the player, right? I mean, I can get rid of that for sure. That doesn't need to be in there. The bigger one. So this one. Oh, this one. Why? Because I don't want it to constantly shoot if it's looking at the player. I still want a cooldown on it if it does actually shoot, because this is basically going to act as the cooldown, right? Am I wrong? Because if I don't put a baked-in timer, because this is basically checking, has there been a cooldown already? What's happening? The stream stopped. The stream has stopped. No. Replace it with next shot time is greater than 0. But it would always be greater than or equal to 0. But it would always be. Like, this works, right? Just for my own sanity, I want to see if this works now. Never mind, it's back. Just my internet. Oh, can't panic me like that. Can't panic me. Okay, still not working. Okay. Then do a next shot time minus equals time every frame. All right, let me copy this then. So you want me to do that. If next shot time is less than or equal to 0. Then do a normal. So kind of like next shot time equals plus equals next shot time. Goodbye, idiots, and P1. See you later. See you later, Eloquy. Have a good one. Have a good one. Next shot time equals cooldown. Next shot time equals cooldown. Next shot time does not. Oh, underscore next shot like that. And then I need to add a minus equals as well. Then do a next shot time every frame. Okay, so in here, then I need to do underscore next shot time minus equals time dot delta time, right? Still need to have delta time. Or is it just time dot time? Time dot time. In the shoot message, so yeah, I mean, it's the same difference, isn't it, really? So I can put this, like, there. Yeah? Well, I guess it makes more sense to have it at the top, doesn't it? That makes more sense. Like that. Okay. What's ketchup? Put it in an else of the if statement. Does that make a difference? Because I always want the cooldown to go down. I don't want it to skip it, essentially, if it's running, right? This channel is growing faster than I expected. Tell me about it. We gained like 300 subscribers yesterday. Like 300. It's crazy. Crazy. I literally opened my phone and it was like, I got like an extra 1.5k views on my last devlog. Sick. We hit 3,000 subscribers. Absolutely crazy. Don't do time.time. Time.time is the amount since time. Okay, so what minus equals what? Time? Is the amount. So what do I need to put this in? Including the raid that happened, which I was in. Dynam's really supportive. I know. Dynam's been absolutely crazy. And even on Twitch, we've grown like loads on Twitch. We've got like what, 20, like all this many subscribers. That was one stream. That was my first affiliate stream. We got that many subs. Craziness. Craziness. You only want it to go down if it's greater than 0. Ah, yeah, that's true, actually. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. Big ol' optimize. Big ol' optimize. You want... See, it's... I don't know what, like... Because it's... What's it called? When you like, you swear and it's bleeping it out. It's like bleeping it out what you're saying. You want... See, literally all I'm seeing is asterisk, 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 time. I don't know what that one is. Delta time. Time.delta time. Okay. Time.delta time. So that is what it should be, right? Oh, nice. I found a hint for me in Twitch. It's subbing. A hint for me in Twitch. What? Oh, no. Please don't sub, because then Dynam's gonna, like, laugh at me. Because Dynam is trying to force everyone to sub to me. Because I basically... I was in a stream yesterday, right? Weird is .delta, I swear. Apparently, .delta time is a swear. Weird. We'll save that. We'll give that a go. Yeah, yesterday in Dynam's stream, I basically said to him, like, how crazy it was that I got all these subs and all that kind of stuff. And he wanted more. He wants me to stream more. But obviously, I have a job. I work a full-time job on the side. So I can, you know, pay my bills. But I'm starting a new job in March. On the 4th of March. So there's a bit of downtime before I start that one. And I basically said... fully jokingly, if I got £1,000 in donations, I'd quit my job this week and stream every day in February. Just because I would be able to. Like that, the money I would lose from not working in February from my current job, I would have got from the donations, and then Dynam I get to stream for Dynam 7 days a week and give that a go, just so he's entertained when he's at work. And I think now he's on a bit of a mission to try and make that happen. So I'm scared. I'm very scared. Maybe it's malware extension. Maybe true. I saw the money, so I decided... never mind. I saw the money, so I denied because I don't have money. Yeah, story of my life, honestly. Story of my life. The thing is, I don't even technically get the money from these subs until like the 22nd of February. So I'm like, oh, damn, I have to wait. Twitch gives me a paycheck. Each month, I have to wait for the paycheck. And I got all these subs on the 23rd, right? On the 23rd of January. No. It was like the 13th or something. Yeah, it was Saturday on the 13th. I have to wait until the 23rd of February before I see that money. Sadness. I might just get it in and then just donate however many subs that is. What's that, like 10 subs or something? What's Ketchup following? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a good time to be alive. Good time to be alive. Let's give this a go. Let's see if this works. It's not working. Is it just not detecting? Is it just not detecting the player? Let's do a little thing with that. If can see player debug.log detected. Like that, right? So at least we can check to see if it's an issue with the prefab spawning, or if it's an issue with us not actually being detected. Okay, the fact I'm not getting any error messages tells me that it's an issue with this. Physics.raycast shot point transform dot position. Yeah, that's fine. Shot point transform dot up. The green axis of the transform in world space, which is this one. So if I click on this, pointing up. So I want the red axis, right? Because that's the direction, right? Do I want the red axis? Forward. I thought so. I had that before and that didn't work though. What is player? And if can see player is true, then we detect this. So let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. But it's still not doing it. It's still not detecting the player. And the ship is the player layer. It is tagged with player. Why is that not working? Shot position is there. So it's in front. So it's basically shooting a ray from here forward out there. So I don't get why it's not happening. I don't get why it's not liking it. I really don't know. If next shot time is less than or equal to 0. Let's have a look at what next shot time is doing as well. So I have to come into the enemy shooter, into debug mode. Next shot time is at 0. So it should be able to detect. Why you no work? Why? You can do a debug.draw ray to check the editor recasters. Can you? Debug.draw ray. Let's do that. Debug.draw ray. Oh, you can as well. See, I learned so much on these streams. Draw ray. And then I can just copy this stuff, right? Draw ray, duration. So start, direction, yeah. Color. Okay, so we don't want this. Can I just do that? Because we don't need to show it constantly. Draws line from the start thingy. Okay. Let's check. I think Singular might be see, I had transform dot up and it no, I killed it. I had transform dot up just before, it still didn't work. So I don't know why that is. Enemy. It's not drawing a ray either. Sadness. Why is the ray not go? The ray doesn't even work still. Like why? Why? I've literally got this working before. Math Infinite transform dot forward. Oh, that's on the blue axis. That's not what we want because that's going down. We want on the red axis, so it's not forward. Right. That should be on the red axis. Yeah, which is this one. Yeah, we want to shoot it out that way. Because up would be the green. Forward is the blue. And it's still not working. Why? I come back with some food, sharing pickles with everyone. Oh, I don't like pickles. Oh. Oh, I don't like pickles whatsoever. No, it's like they're one of the few foods that I don't like. Go into 3D mode and see if it's going into the camera. Oh yeah, shit, we need to change it in this as well. Right. So that we should see a ray now coming from this when we click on it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, now we've actually got the ray. So that is now correct. Can I just, like, disable the movement? The ray is now hitting the player, but it's not hitting the player. Could it be that this is just slightly offset? No. Why? Have we got any other suggestions? We've got the raycast working now. But now the issue is the fact it still doesn't work. So now we know that transform.right is correct. We know that this is correct. But we're still not triggering this. Are you using 2D or 3D physics? Is there a 2D version of this? That might be a good point. Because I did copy this from a 3D project that I have. Bool can see player 2D equals physics physics 2D. Fuck yeah, that's it. You E21. I could kiss you right now. I could kiss you. All of a sudden, our problems might just disappear. Is the life of a programmer, honestly. Oh, now it's spawned. It's detecting us. Yes, cool. I mean, it's still not liking something. Bullet behavior, max speed. Oh, it needs to be enemy bullet. Oh my god. Enemy bullet. There we go. Enemy bullet, enemy bullet. That should be fine now. It's also shooting from the wrong place. Because it needs to be this. Instance shoot transform.right. Plus 0.5. In fact, what I can do is instead of doing this, I'll just have it spawn at the shot point. That makes more sense. Shot point position, transform.rotation. We'll have it do dot rotation. So again, the shot point is the thing that needs to be pointing the correct way. Cool. And then I need to just come in because it was pointing the wrong way as well. Let's come in on the bullet prefab. And we'll just make it so that this is 90 degrees as well. Because all the enemies are pointing that way, so it kind of has to as well. Cool. So if I drag that in, yeah, I'll shoot the proper way. Alright, I think this might work. I mean, technically correct. It is shooting just the wrong way, but that's because, like, realistically I should just rotate so all these are facing up, really. Let me just do that. 0 or tell light, just 180. Let's have it pointing upwards like that. And then this, let's open this script. Controller. Yeah, I spelled the script name wrong as well. Chef's kiss. Direction player minus transform dot normal. In fact, no. This is just. Yeah, I'm just gonna not I'm just going to change the behavior of the bullet. I've decided. I've changed my mind again. I'm just going to change the... Yeah, let's just... Yeah. Let's just change the bullet thing instead. Enemy bullet. Starts transform dot right. There we go. Rather than making everything consistent, let's make things consistently inconsistent. And then it will work. Yeah. Hey, and now it is shooting bullets at the player. Now the bullets are just the wrong way around. Okay, but we are one step closer. Are you doing some difficult code stuff right now? No. I mean, not difficult code stuff, but code stuff nevertheless. We got the shooting functionality working. We can actually get rid of the debug error now. We can get rid of the debug. We can get rid of the draw ray. But yeah. Are you doing some difficult... I mean, we've technically got it working. We have got it working. And then the last thing we need to do here is the shot position. We can rotate that. Minus 90. And because the bullet rotation is based on the shot point rotation, the bullet should be the right way. Okay, tell me when you're doing some difficult coding. I wonder if this... I wonder if I can play this, but it might already be obvious. It's in the wrong direction. I wonder if I can play this, but it might already be obvious. What do you mean? Oh, shit. Why? What have I done? Yeah, maybe I should just do it on transformed opposition rather than the shot point. Let's... times quaternion Julia. Random bullet spread. Oh, yeah, we're doing... that. Shit. Oh, just to make my knife annoying. You know, we can just... let's just do a little bit of testing. We'll just make it so the enemy can't move, and we'll just do the spread test. It's fine. When all else fails, if you don't know what you're doing, just like trial and error it. Eventually it'll work. So we can just stand in front of this guy. Okay. Well, I guess we need to move actually in front of him. Shot position. Set that to 0. Now it's going like that. Okay. I need to give the... okay, before I do that, I need to give the enemy, like... or make it so the enemies don't deal damage. Let me do that, actually. That'll be easier. Basic enemy bullet. You now do no damage. I can't make you do no damage. Okay, cool. The player now gets... lots of health. Cool. Let's do that. And we're just gonna rotate the actual thing until it likes us. We're just gonna rotate this until it decides that it's happy. So I can do that. That's not gonna do it. I can do that, which also is not gonna do it. I can do... oh, but it's still going transform.right. No! I need the rotation of the actual bullet to be right. So... oh, I can just go into the sprite part of it, can't I? I can just I'll just put the sprite on a different game object. That'll work. Enemy bullet. Okay, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just literally do, like, sprite. And then we'll just take this. Copy. Remove. Put it on here. Okay, and now it can just, like, exist happily. Now this is 0. And that can be updated and twisted and contorted however the hell it wants. But now this... wait, what? Oh, is it because I've squished it? -90. There we go. So now it can still twist and contort and everything, but it should point the right way. Yes! This should be fine now. Oh yeah, I need to actually reset the shot position as well, because I forgot to do that. Did I just press that again? 0. That needs to be 0. Enemy shooter. Let's update all the overrides. Press play. This will work now. This will work. I'm telling you, this is going to work. Yes. Just need to make the bullet bigger. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Oh. That is a chunky boy, isn't it? That is a bit of a chunky boy. Let's make you bigger. There we are. There we are. And then we'll just apply the overrides. I don't know why I made it such that the player was pointing up and the enemies are pointing sideways by default. There we go. It works. Happy days. Love that. Cool. That's got like, that's actually shooting really quickly. I actually need to update the cooldown a little bit on that one. Let's make that like a 1 second cooldown instead. We'll also make it go a little bit slower. Between 6 and 8. Just to make it a little bit easier to dodge for the time being. Let's re-enable this. Apply overrides. Cool. Prefabs. Okay, now I can go into the wave manager, add that in, and let's add the... Where's the enemy shooter as a potential enemy that can spawn. Alright. We should be spawning a bunch. We should be able to spawn a bunch of different things now. Get rid of you. So now when the wave comes in, there's a chance it could be the enemy shooter. There we go. Oh. See it? Now this makes it a bit more challenging, doesn't it? There we go. Having those guys in there. Oh dear. Yeah. Much harder. Much harder. I think they need to be a lot slower though. And turn slower. So you can kind of force it. Like these little ones are just going to run at you and deal damage. The shooting ones should be like a bit slower as they've got that offensive capability. Also means you kind of have to keep moving because if you stay still, you are just going to get like shot by things. Yeah. So now forces you to move. Awesome. 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 Good stuff. Alright, so now the enemy shooter. Let's come in and make your max move speed between 1 and 1.5. So they're gonna be slow boys. And then we're gonna make this between 0.5 and 1. Alright, let's see how these feel now. So the shooter ones should be, yeah, much slower. And they turn. But they'll still, the thing is, they'll still end up there'll still be bullets flying around. Because there's a bunch of them. So also incentivizes you to kind of look for them. So you'll see the bullets before you see them. Which is kind of cool. The bullets naturally need to be... We'll need to make a sprite or something for the bullets, Dynam. Just so we're able to kind of see them. They could be little, like... They could be like little globules of matrix juice or something. I don't know. But I don't know if a triangle's really going to cut it. I can make them glow. That could be cool. Shall we add bloom to them? Shall I add bloom to the bullets? What do I do on the post-processing for the bloom? It was just adding a blue material, right? So the objects... Oh, they've just got the default sprite. I forget what I need to do. Let's put a bullet in, put a bullet in, put an enemy in, put an enemy in. And let's just mess with the post-processing a little bit, just so we can see... no, I don't want to open that. So that... Okay, so they do all glow. But we want certain things to glow more. Like, I want the bullets to actually like be glowy like this, but I don't want everything else to be glowy like this, you know? So how can we make this happen? How can we make this happen? We want it to only affect certain things. So I need to put it on a post-pro... See, this is... Oh, is global. Okay, so that works. So if I just put... If I make another post-processing thing, make an enemy layer, right? I stick it on enemy, like that. Uncheck is global. And then I can make this orange. I thought that would only affect things on the enemy layer. Is that not how it works? Okay, time to be a sadistic Twitch chatter. Why? Why? Why you gotta be sadistic? Lose the glasses. Of course, of course. I mean, I'm gonna take a sip anyway because I forgot about this. All right, I'm gonna try a technicality right now. These glasses are coming off. Joke's on you. I have a backup pair. Yes, yes. I have done as you said. No technical. I think this is a technicality. Okay, no, I'll actually take them off though. I mean, I will keep these though because I will wear them for the rest of it because yeah, I forget that I should. Now I need to struggle to read again. I think you've changed the profile. I think you've changed the profile, which affects. I think you've changed the profile, which affects both post-processing objects. The reward says, I developed without glasses for 5 minutes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I've got to keep track of that to make sure it actually happens. So what do I need to do? Because there's a post-processing layer on this. Post-process. It only affects the post-processing layer though, right? Oh, who's doing stuff? What's Ketchup? Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I can't, like, this is really hard to see, but I really appreciate that. That's so kind of you with your Prime as well. Damn, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Damn, how close are we to the thing? Oh yeah, I said to 30. Shit, 6 more subscribers. That's mad. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now you get the emotes. Now you get like the amber, the tea, all that kind of stuff. I forget which ones actually work now. Let me have a look. Emotes, search emote. I can't even figure out how to do my own emotes, man. Channel emotes. How do I even type them? Is it like how do I type my own emotes? I don't even know. Is it like colon? I love my emotes. I know you've got the heart as well. I've got the yellow heart, but yours is a shiny one. Yours is so shiny. But I also love yours. I just took a random concoction of different images that I just happened to find in places like on my system. I mean, the yellow heart is kind of my staple. Like I have the yellow heart everywhere. Just because it's in keeping with my branding, you know, with the yellow. I say yellow, it's orange. It's not even yellow. Yeah, I don't even. Oh, there we go. Twitch. Oh, there's the emotes. We've got the T pose. The T pose from Samvan. Look at that. I love the T pose. Tea colored. Exactly. This is my favorite. I do love the tea. The Lazy Tea logo. Have a cuppa. We'll get some cups of tea in the Twitch chat, shall we? We'll all share one. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Yeah. How long have we got? Okay, we're 3 minutes in. We've got 2 minutes before I can actually see again. So this is affecting the post-processing, but it should only affect the things with post-processing layer on it, should it not? Does this also need to be put on post-processing? Is that why? No, this even object only. No. Oh, because it's global. Was I just... Oh, I was adjusting the wrong one. That's why. Like that. Let's turn down the intensity. And can 2500. Thank you for following. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need it global, otherwise it doesn't work at all. I think that it's global makes it such that it will only affect the layers that have that. So if I change these to post-processing, nothing happens. Epic. But why? I just want it to only affect certain layers because I want to add like an orange color to the enemies, and then none. So what does its global actually do? How long has it been since the glasses? 4 minutes, chef. So I'm gonna wear them. Check this box. Oh, some sound effect happened. I don't know what that was. Check the box to make the volume as global. This volume's profile will be applied to the whole scene. No, but I don't want it to go to the whole scene. Blend distance. What's this? The distance from the attached collider to start the blending value. Is it? No. Okay, it officially says on my screen it's been 5 minutes since they lose the glasses. I might be able to actually see things now. Oh my god, like that's crazy. That's crazy. I looked into doing this and gave up on figuring it out. But I think you need a shader. Oh. See, this is why I prefer URP. On URP, I literally set this to like the layer, and then anything that I want this layer to be on, I just change the layer of the actual object. But we can't use URP because the asset that we're using for this like CRT effect isn't compatible with URP. Dumb, I know. But yeah. Well, it's worth a try, but at least I'm on Twitch now. Thank you, Ken. I really appreciate that. Looks like you need a collider attached. It'll still affect objects inside of it. Is that so? But that's only if I'm using the blend distance, right? From the attached collider to start the blending. I mean, let's add one. Oh, it's got a collider. Never mind. It's got a collider on. So that shouldn't even be the thing. Post-processing. That's got the bloom. And post-processing global. We don't want it to be global. Why? Virtual cam. I mean, this one definitely needs a new one for sure. This needs its own set of global stuffs. So bloom. Let's just take all of them and we'll make this the orange, right? +2 to that. Cool. So this goes on the enemy layer. So again, anything enemy related needs to be enemy. Change children, sure, yeah. And then overrides, apply all, yeah. Enemy bullet as is tagged with player. So no, we don't want that. When you tagged with enemy. But you're an enemy, you're an enemy, you're an enemy, you're an enemy. You, bullet, are in fact just a regular bullet, so that is fine. That is fine to be on the player. Player. Overrides. Hello, Chinny Chill. I remember trying to use the post-processing in Unity. It's so unintuitive to apply to different things. I'm living the dream. I'm living that life right now. The thing is, I usually use URP, but we can't use URP because of the asset we're using for the CRT effect, for the old screen effect. I know how to do it in URP. I don't know how to do it with this old rendering style. It's not fun. It's not fun. Do I need to just pull up a YouTube tutorial? Should I just pull up a YouTube tutorial? I'm just going to pull up a YouTube tutorial. Let's see if we can figure out. But the thing is, most YouTube tutorials use fucking URP. We're going to have to figure it out. Post-processing on different layers. Oh, there's a tarot dev tutorial.
Alright, so I've got this scene here. It's got some bloom, it's got a bunch of stuff there. So say I want, so I've got this menu here. I don't really want it to be affected by the bloom and the camera. I'm going to right position, clear flags to don't. Also going to change the culling mask so that it's only rendering and my radial menu and my cull, and there you go. So also going to
so they are actually using the old school one. Okay, let's watch this. It's literally a 1 minute 28 video. Let's see if we can figure this out.
I want some new objects in the scene here, but I would not want them to be affected by this post-processing stack.
Yes.
And same goes for like a world space menu. So I've got this menu here. I don't really want it to be affected by the bloom and the depth. So to exclude that stuff, I'm going to create a new camera. I'm going to right click on my main camera and create a new camera off the transform. So
wait, we need a separate camera entirely to render them? Really? No. Cameras are so expensive. Is that really what I have to do? Have we got one on the virtual camera? Assign existing post-processing effect profile to asset or thingy. No, I don't think I actually need it on this, right? This can disappear. That can go. I actually need to have a separate camera that only renders the enemies so I can run the post-processing. Are you actually kidding me? That's so stupid. That's so stupid. I think I've seen the video. You can change CRT asset to use your hate. No, I tried. That's too much shader code. It would take me about 5 days to figure that out, and I don't even think I might. I don't think I would. It's a waste of time. And all the other CRT assets on the asset store are paid, and we're not gonna use paid assets. Is there a post-processing layer component? Yes, there's a post-processing layer. And there is a post-processing layer component, which is on this. But it's showing here, this camera will only be affected by volumes in the selected scene layers. And I've selected post-processing, right? These have the post-processing thing on them. But if I do this, I increase the intensity, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. At all. It does it if I select it as global. But I don't want it to be global. I want it to only affect things on the post-processing layer. I can make the shader code. What do you need? It's a full asset. It's a full-blown asset for the CRT thing. There's a lot to it. So it's probably not worth having a look. Especially when the payoff is just figuring out how shaders work. You know, or not shaders, post-processing works. It should be fine. It should be fine. Do I really need to get a separate camera? Is that really what I need to do? And this is global. This. See, why is this not going now? So why does this not work? If I put it on the post-processing layer, enemy. these aren't on the post-processing layer. So why? Why? The way you used to make CRT effect was just using UI image on repeater, like 2 pixels. It can do size and opacity. Yeah, the thing, this does like a bunch of stuff. Like I had a kind of makeshift effect going on anyway, using post-processing, because you can do that with a bunch of different settings on it. And I had it, but this one just looks, it's just in package. It all looks pretty good, and it works. It does the job. And it's little nuances as well, like you'll see as I move around. You'll see there's slight reflection on like the side of the screen and that kind of stuff. So it's just a nice little packaged asset. Because I already had it, but this one just this is just easy. This is just easy. It is what it is. But it's fine. Like the thing is, realistically, this is a learning experience. Let's take it as an opportunity to figure out how post-processing works, rather than having to get you to like make a whole different asset for us. For example, let's just learn. Let's learn. You know, rather than just giving up. Let's figure this out. We'll do a little bit of Google. We'll do some Googling. How to make post-processing effect a single layer. The game under environment volume mask, and select the layer you've just created. Assign processing to objects on a layer. See, that's a post-processing volume. Yeah. Objects, it affects the camera. Okay, I mean, yeah, let's just give it a test. We'll just make a separate camera. So this, I'm gonna have not render. Oh no, it has to be this, right? No. Yeah, it is this. I do not want this to render enemies. So where is the culling? What I'm not seeing. Oh, culling mask, everything. We do not want you to render enemies. Nothing with the enemy should be rendered on this camera. Let's duplicate the camera, and we'll call this enemy camera. Enemy camera. Okay. We'll set this to be enemy layer. Yes. And this will render nothing but enemies. Nice. And this will be an overlay. Right. So I need to untick this. How do I make this an overlay? Oh, Jesus. Okay, we don't need the CRT effect twice. There we go. That's a trippy looking effect, that, isn't it? Jesus. That's a thing. I have to sleep now. Thank you very much. Well, see you very soon, Ken. And thank you for coming. Let's get rid of that. And now we're seeing both. Cool. Epic. Amazing. Do I need this? The virtual cam? No, I don't. So you can just disappear. I don't need this. Remove. In fact, I'll just unpack this just so I don't end up affecting the main one. This is going to affect enemies only. Enemy camera. Okay. This is not global. Or it is global. See, it's still affecting everything. Except the player. Why is this doing everything but the player? Is it because this is just default? Is this affecting everything except default? So if I change these to be like post-processing, that post-processing layer. Okay. That's post-processing. That's fine. This can be global again. Okay, so that's doing the white glow for all of these things. Why is this? I mean, this is good at affecting the thingies, but I don't want it to affect these white bits. Enemy. Okay, let's just put this under this. Camera is don't clear. Orthographic, that's fine. Enemy. Okay. Rendering the enemies, that's cool. This is rendering everything except enemies. So if I set this to nothing and stick post-processing on, so this'll render everything with a post-processing layer on it. Okay. Right? Right? I don't know. I don't know. Main camera? Post-processing main camera. Yeah. And then this is post-processing enemy. Yeah. This is enemy camera, yeah. Global. Enemy. Everything except for enemies. Don't clear. Ooh! Oh! I don't know what it did, but it's working. So this is now... So now, if I come along, I can tone down the regular post-processing. What about that? That's still applying to the enemies. It's still applying a little bit of a glow to the enemies. But this is, at least this is applying to just the enemies, which is good. Is it because the enemies themselves are not all enemy tagged? Oh no, they're all on the enemy thing. Don't clear. Don't clear. Player, post-processing, and default. So this is applying a subtle glow to that. Okay. If I get rid of player. Okay, so it's still applying the post-processing on that. And that's on the enemy layer. Why? I still don't get this. I still don't get this. Jan, hello! Hello. Welcome back. It's, I'm confused again, as per usual. Who saw that coming, eh? Who saw that? You don't happen to have any expert knowledge on post-processing by any chance? by any chance whatsoever. Let's have a little sip of coffee. I'm just going to watch the rest of the video. I'm just going to watch it in its entirety and see if it gives me information.
Post cam. And on my no post cam, I'm going to change the clear flags to don't clear.
I did that.
And I'm
cool.
going to create a new layer, actually. I'm going to create a new layer called no post.
Okay.
And I'm going to make this camera on the no post layer. And I'm also going to change the culling mask so that it's only rendering everything on the no post layer. Then I'm going to change my sphere and my radial menu and my image, the things that I want to exclude, to no post. And then on my main camera, I'm also going to cull the no post. And there you go. So
that's what I've done. Alright, I don't want any of this. So this or this is on post-processing. Yes. The main camera. Maybe the main camera needs to be on like solid color. Right? Solid clear color. Render everything except for enemies. The enemy camera is on don't clear. Does this need to be just on front? Or depth 0. Okay. And the enemy camera is on don't clear. The color mask is only enemies. This is only enemy. Why? What? You're not an enemy. You are not an enemy. So why are you pretending you are? This is rendering all this stuff, which is fine. I'm fine with this. But why is this affecting these? It doesn't affect the player. It doesn't affect the player, but it's affecting these. Why? Why? I genuinely don't get it. This is on post-processing. And the player is on player. Why? Default sorting layer. Default sorting layer. If I change these to default, is that going to change anything? I'm so confused. The confusion is big. It's a Mogo. Another one. Another one. Thank you for gifting a sub to Jan. That's so kind of you. Why do you keep giving me money? Why? You've known me like a week. Thank you so much, but why? It makes no sense. I'm sucking right now. It's not working. You confuse me, Mogo. You confuse me. Why? Why are you giving me your money? This is like hard-earned money. Why? Thank you so much. I need an explanation. You crazy son of a gun. I don't... What? Why? Thank you. Okay, let's get some music back on. Let's get some music. So it's not just me having, like, big ol' panic. Seriously. Like, bro, you're too kind. Just got here. What you got done so far? No. I still need this explanation, Mogo. I still need this explanation. You have gifted. How many have you gifted in total now? Is there a way for me to check the total amount? Because this is top weekly. Is there a way for me to filter this so it's like monthly? Because you last stream you gave 16 and you've given another 6 now, right? That's like 22 gifted subs. 21 or something like. Yeah, exactly. Why? You've known me like a week. You've also donated £10 in bits. You've also subscribed to my Patreon as a Celestial backer, which is another like 15 quid. Your kindness is unrivaled. And watch it, you're giving out a community sub as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Why are you all giving me money? Why? And now you've started a hype train. Now you've started a level 3 hype train. Combined with... But you felt left out. Yeah, Mogo is crazy. And what's Ketchup also? Like, this is your first stream, is it not? And you've now given me your Prime and a community sub as well. You're all mad lads. And I love you. You're going to get some kisses now. Mwah. Mwah. But seriously. You make... I can't words with you lot. I can't words. It's unfathomable what you're doing. Like, thank you. Seriously. Thank you so much. Let's update this now. So I do that. There we go. Got a new one. There we go. Seriously, guys. Mogo, I'm waiting on that explanation still. Why? I need context. Kisses are worth it. Though paying for them is really frowned upon. No. It's a bonus. You're not paying for the kisses. I'm giving these to you for free. I'm giving the kisses to you for free. Ketchup. Like, no payment is required for those. But like, why? Mogo, I'm still looking. I'm looking. I need context. I also need to figure out why this processing isn't working still. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing everything right. So we set this to default. Yes, children. These are all on the default layer. You can delete that. Main camera is rendering everything. So get rid of the post. We can stop post processing. Is rendering everything. Post processing layer is global. Hydrate, yes, of course. I'm gonna hydrate with a bit of coffee though, if that's all right with you. What's happened, lol? Sees Mogo. Makes it. Yeah, Mogo's given another 6 subs and started a hype train, along with Ketchup giving a community sub as well. Madness. We're now up to 36 subs. 36. The vast majority coming from Mogo. And he's not giving me an explanation. I've asked him for one. He's given out 22 subs. Subscribe to me on Patreon on the Celestial tier as a backer, which is another 15 quid, and given £10 in bits. I need an explanation from this man. Bro. I'm gonna go full scouse mode in a minute if you don't provide context for this stuff. Like, seriously. Also, Dynam, do you know why this is working? Or not working? Do you have any experience with post-processing? Because I've got multiple cameras going on. Let me get rid of the cinema machine. Because we don't need this for this one. Remove component. I know we do need that because it needs to follow the player. But yeah, we've basically got 2 different post-processing layers If I set this, one with the bloom, the white bloom, and one with this orange bloom. Oh, messages. There's one thing that actually matters. You're going. What's your go-to tea bag? Yorkshire Gold. Yorkshire Gold is full-bodied. It's creamy. It's got that earthiness to it. Yorkshire Gold, best tea bag. Just putting that out. Yorkshire's good. Yorkshire Gold. You give a correct answer. So because we share similar tastes when it comes to our tea bags, you gift another community sub. Oh my god, the hype train is now at 29%. 29%. The hype train, the level 3 hype train. I like Earl Grey, but not without milk. So you have Earl Grey with milk? Damn, I think I need to take mod back away from you. It's not a taste, it's a way of life. Exactly. Yorkshire Gold all day, every day. The only issue is it is expensive. Yorkshire Gold is expensive for what it is. I wish they gave like the big boxes of Yorkshire Gold because they only come in those little ones. Sad times. Do I have any down here actually? No, we've only got Yorkshire because my missus picked up the wrong ones. No, we've only got Yorkshire tea in at the moment. But I am living on that student. I am living on that student budget at the moment, so I can't afford Yorkshire Gold. It's a real first world problem, honestly. Can't afford Yorkshire Gold tea. I'm from the southeast, but the north does tea right. Exactly. And as a northerner myself, living. Dynam called me fat in a voice chat. Time to cancel him. Wait, you're in a voice chat with Dynam? And he called you fat, or is this just in a previous time, in a previous way of life? Dynam, how could you do? Mogo, and also stop avoiding my question. I still need answers for your kindness. And what's ketchup? I feel like I need them from you as well. This is like your first time witnessing me, and you're giving me like 3 subs. Like, why are you all being nice? Why are you giving me your hard-earned cash? Like, you've earned this money and you're just throwing it at me. I explained. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. I will take that. I will take that. That is a sound explanation. Alright. Mogo needs to provide one now. Your Honor, I do not remember. I swear. Ooh. Dynam calling. Do we have proof, Mogo? Do we have any proof of this happening? Shut up and take my money. I mean, I guess at this point I don't really have a choice. But like, why is you like? At this point, I'm just questioning. Like, what do you do for work? How do you have this much expendable income? Are you like one of those bajillionaires? Are you Jeff Bezos? Is this your Twitch alias? It's a Mogo, or is It's a Mogo like an anagram? I know I have information about. Oh, you know what Mogo does? Ooh, Mogo. I'm actually curious though, like, because I wouldn't mind having the same kind of expendable income you have. So like, can you just give me a job? Instead of just giving me money, can you give me a job instead? Is this work? I'm an aerospace engineer in the Air Force. Damn, that's pretty rad. I wanted to be an aerospace engineer at one point. That was something I actually got accepted to when I first applied for uni. I actually put down for both robotics and aerospace engineering. I got offered the place in both for both courses, but I ended up taking a gap year because autism. My autism kicked in. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go to uni. And then I got a real job, and I was just like, the real world's scary and depressing. I want to go to uni now. But then decided to go for game design instead. I'm glad I did this, though. But aerospace, that's pretty cool. That explains why you've got some dollar. That does explain it. Still doesn't explain why you give it to me, though. And Dynam. how many other streamers do you contribute to as well? Or are we special? Are we special, T-Mogo? I like to think that you single-handedly have just like funded so many different like streamers' lifestyles and like games and all this kind of stuff. You're my first time. Oh, I'm your first ever like sub, like actual sub. Ooh. E21, I gotta go now. Good luck with the fixing post-processing. I have no clue how it works 90% of the time. No worries. Well, have a good day anyway, Mogo. Have a good one. Bye-bye. We're special, Dino. I know we're special. What makes us special? Is it because we're autistic? Is this like reverse discrimination? You're funding us. We need the extra help because we're mentally neurodivergent. Let's just go. We're neurodivergent, which means we need. I'm just gonna hide from Mogo because he keeps giving me money. He is very crazy. Mogo, thank you. Thank you very much, Mogo. We're gonna have. I'm gonna get right close to the mic. We're gonna do the ASMR camera right now as we come in today. The time approximately 3:30 on a Tuesday. A casual Tuesday, by the way. It's nothing special going on. Mogo is being a mad lad. He has contributed. What are we on now, Mogo? How many gifted subs? You have spaghetti brain. Yeah. Dynam does in fact have spaghetti brain. Mogo is gifting what we call in the industry a metric shit ton of subs. And I am in fact broken. This is true. I am broken. You have given me 27 subs. 27. Thank you, Mogo. Are you also on mobile? Oh my god, are you even like paying the small, are you paying the additional fees for them as well? Are you not even getting the proper discount from being on desktop? Are you paying the additional, what is it, like 30% for paying from Mogo? Oh my god. Mogo, you could literally just open up your desktop and you can get them cheaper. 5 subs is $30. What the fuck? And you've done that so many times. No, I'm at work. Mogo. You're simultaneously earning and spending that money. On here it's less than 20. Yeah, Mogo is just that rich apparently that he can casually just be like 30% additional fees. Fuck it. Even if it's on my desk, I'd be using my iPhone. I'm lazy. No, I'm lazy. You can't, just because you're basically funding my entire existence doesn't mean you can claim to be me. I'm lazy. Mogo. You spent $30 on fees. Literally $50 on fees. You break my brain. You break my brain. Like I genuinely just lost words. Like it's really kind of you. Like I started off doing this whole like streaming thing to be like, engage with the community kind of thing. There was zero expectation that I would even get like any subs. I thought I'd be like I'd be asking my friends with like who happen to have Twitch Prime, being like, yo, like, do you mind just subbing so I'll at least get a couple of things on there, right? But you're actually like what, like, at this point, you're genuinely, with the amount that you've sent, you've genuinely made a difference to, like, my bottom line at this point, this month. Like, I'm getting at this point near enough like £100 in February from you, right? You've increased my monthly paycheck by near enough 10% this month. Just to put into context, like, how much of a difference this is actually going to make, right? Tips Fedora, like, seriously, like, I joke and all that, but like, you're actually like, yeah, thank you. Seriously, like, this is, it's gonna make a big difference. It's silly, like, it's just £100. £100 in my situation at the moment is crazy. It's crazy. It's kind of half the reason I've started. I applied for my new job, because the job I've got at the moment, it's so shit. I'm working for I'm not gonna like say who it is, because I don't want them to sue me and take all the money that you've given me. Also, hello gamedev Diamond, hello on the YouTube side. I'm currently just on a bit of a rant because Mogo is being an absolute mad lad and spending all of his money on me, and on fees, just because he's lazy. He's too lazy to go to do it on a computer, so he's willing to just prefer to the fees. The half the reason I've started this new job, or I applied for this new job, I don't start until March, was because I'm just not earning enough, because the company I work for, they restrict the contracts that you're on. I accepted the job under the assumption that, or under the promise that there would always be overtime available, and I'd basically be able to guarantee work hours, whatever I want. That was a lie. They had a new store manager come in who basically axed all of that. Even over Christmas, there wasn't that much overtime. Like, people are genuinely struggling in the job. Like, it's got to a point now where, like, I don't really have a choice if I want to effectively live. At the moment, I had to get a new job. But I don't start that until March. So, like, the money you're actually paying me is genuinely making a difference, because I can't get it at my current job. There is no overtime. I don't think I can legitimately put into words, like, the amount of, like, thanks I have for you. Like, man, thank you. And now with that sappy stuff over, I shall be less emotional lazy, and I'll be back to being lazy. Posture check. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was slouching a bit. These are crap my back as well. Oh my god! I wonder if the camera picked that up. If the old microphone picked that up. Jesus. Oh, that was needed. God damn it. Now I need to go and update the bloody thing. Yeah, I've got to update the sub goal, literally. Again. I might purposely stick it high, because I feel like you're just donating. Like, you donated 1 to get it to the round number, so you could do 5 at a time. I feel like I need to put it at a really, like, high number, just so that you don't do it. Because if I feel like you're getting, like, little serotonin hits from actually completing the bar. You're treating this like a game. Fill bar equals good, right? So if I set this so it's really high, and in fact, let me Google real quick. Do you know what we're gonna do? Are you in America, by the way, or are you in, like, Euro? Are you in, like, Europe, right? I'm asking because I'm Googling the average salary of an aerospace engineer. I'm going to calculate what I need to put the sub goal at so that you can no longer afford to meet it. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of your serotonin, Mogo. So you're in America. In USA. Fuck, Mogo. I earn like 16. I earn like 16k. What the fuck? Bro, 16... what I earn in a year, you earn in like a month. That's fucking crazy. Put it to 100, YOLO. No, do you know what? I would put it to 100, but I unironically feel like Mogo would still be able to afford that. So I think it needs to almost go higher than that. In fact, you know what I said? You know what I'll do? Dynam, yesterday on your stream, right? Yesterday on your stream, I put out a challenge, right? If if I got £1,000 in donations, I would quit my job and stream for every single day in February. Every single day. Like, 1st till the 28th. Because I have the current job I've got, I have to give a week's notice. So I'd have to still work a week and then I'd go in, right? How many subs is it for that to get hit? So what? I get £2.50 or $2.50. Right? I get $2.50 for a sub. In fact, what I need to do is just open this up. Dollars to pounds. So if I 1,000, this, so it'd have to be that divided by oh shit, no. 250. No, 250. Okay, it's essentially £2. Okay. So for £1,000, it would have to be 500. 500 subs. I'm gonna set it to 500 subs. Because if we end up meeting that technically means I will follow through and I will quit my job and I will stream every single day in March. Or every single day in February. Manage goals. And I feel like that's out of budget for Mogo, which is funny. 500. No, it's not. So I would get £2 per 190. Yeah, give or take. I mean, let's just say around 600, just due to conversions and stuff like that. Okay, there we go. Fuck you, Mogo. Fuck you. You ain't. You lose. You lose. You just lost. I win. I win now. This now is that when this is now filled, which it never will, we're one step closer thanks to the ketchup. One step closer. If this gets filled, I quit my job early, a month early, and I stream every single day in February. Monday through Sunday. 28 straight days of streaming, if this gets met. Or like the equivalent, because I don't even think we've had this many people watch the channel. So I don't think you physically can gift this many subs as well. Or like, how does that work? Just give it to random people. Or like whenever someone joins, it's like a buffer of subs, right? Checks bank account. Yeah, so not going to happen. Can afford this. Dynam, no. Don't. You're lucky I go on vacation next week with all ball and chain. Ah, yes, you have to please your missus instead of me. Thank you, Mrs. Mogo. Next month though, no, not happening, Mogo. No. Right now we've got confirmation that you're not in fact going to meet the goal. I'll set it to a reasonable number. Don't send me more gifts. Please no. There aren't enough people in the community, Mogo, for you to keep doing this. I will ironically, just because it's a catch-up requested. We'll set it to 100 though. There we go. Yeah, Mogo. Don't give me that much money. Please. Because I feel like I would just be permanently indebted to you. There is nothing that I could do at this point to you're a monster. Show me what you've got in the game so far. You're a monster. You're the monster. You're the thing that we are scared of. Okay, please stop giving cups. I need to record a video. I keep procrastinating. Yeah, you need to film your devlog item. Come on. This is what we have so far. Oh, Jesus. Let me, I need to get rid of these. So, we've got a little gameplay loop where you can actually, like, move around. Bollocks. This. This. Camera, VCam. Shit. Now it should follow? So now I can't even do the post-processing properly because I can't have multiple cameras like that. Why is this now not following? Why is this broken? Delete. VCam. Oh, God damn it. Why is this not working now? Virtual cam. Follow. Ship. Yes. And then the body is like, yeah, so why isn't it following it now? Body. Okay, now it's following. There we go. Weird. Okay, I don't know why that happened. But yeah, we've got this player movement thing. And now why are the all the enemies are invisible. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Enemies. There we go. Alright, now I'll actually be able to show you what we've got going on. Wait, is Dynam is this Dynam Office game Dynam? Yes! Dynam Studio! The Office game, roguelike guy. Yeah. We're working on this together. Did you not realize that we now we had the Dynam? Yeah, this is Dynam Studio, the Office themed game guy. He's making this game with me. We're doing this together. The Pirate Jam. Epic stuff. Oh my god, the bullets everywhere. Oh my god. This is actually gonna be like the lucky thing is, right, they're pretty slow. But when we're like when we start confining the player where the player can actually go, this is gonna be tricky, I reckon. This is unironically gonna be tricky. But yeah, this is kind of what we've got so far. We're making a bunch of different enemies, and on the Dynam side of things, we have Scenes Desktop. We have this. So this is going to be like where you actually create. This is where the introduction stuff is going to come. So it's like a desktop. This is where you're going to like download all the malware. Oh, pardon me. This is where you're going to accidentally download all the malware onto your PC. You'll have to close all these down. And, yeah. Then you're going to be spawned in, and you're going to have to try and defeat the malware virus by literally shooting it. Literally going around and shooting it and destroying it. Oh, you've made progress? Yes, we have. Is your cough finally gone, or is it good enough to record the video? I'm back and I can't stop coughing. have a sip of water. Can I activate a hydrate for you, Dynam? I'll redeem a hydrate, but this is for you, okay? There we go. You just pretend that says Dynam, okay? And yeah, we're gonna be making some different levels, and bosses as well. There's gonna be 3 bosses, that all have a unique kind of mechanic, which kind of is a nod towards an old retro arcade game. So one of them is going to be kind of like Breakout or Pong. One of the bosses is going to be kind of like Space Invaders. And I don't know if we decided what the third one's going to be. But its mechanics are going to be based around kind of old retro games. Because the theme, it looks like an old retro game. Cool shit. Cool shit. And it just looks cool. I like the kind of like neon kind of vibe that we've got going on. But yeah, that's what we got so far. That's what we got so far. I've drunk like 3 bottles in the last 20 minutes. It doesn't help. Well, I'm sick, Dynam. Awesome fan of the videos. Yeah, literally. Dynam's videos are sick. We love Dyna's videos. I'm a massive fan of Dynam as well. Literally, you should have seen us in like you should hear us when we're in a call together. It's just like me being like, "Hi, I'm a fan of your videos, and it's really nice to meet you. I don't know what to say though. You're cool. I gotta say, I don't like how bright the whole white is. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. I don't want this. I don't want the post-processing, but I can't figure out how to like set it so that the only the enemies and the player glow. That's the whole issue we've had this entire like day. I don't know how to make it such that I can select what things, because I don't want these to glow. I only want the player and enemies glowing. I don't want the environment to glow. But post-processing is being a poo-poo. It's being a poopy caca. We can just not have the white objects in the game, right? I mean, yes, but I do want some kind of obstacles, because I essentially need to make like a border to confine the player to a certain play area. I don't want it to be completely like open-ended. It's going to start off kind of like where I do the tutorial, and it's got to open up into like an enclosed space, and there'll be like hubs that you have to go to get to the boss, so I can keep the bosses in a self-contained area. Just because of how the mechanics work, I want like the camera to be kind of locked within certain space in that regard. Obviously it's not like permanent, but the brightness kind of ruins the look. Yeah, it's kind of poopy. But again, I don't even know how to turn it off. Can I just delete? That works, right? That'll do it. I made a design for the border. You did? Ooh, where? Have you stuck it on the middle note? Oh no, I think you've sent it to me. In this image. Which image? Yeah, it'll be kind of like that. Exactly. So just kind of grey kind of thing with a border, won't it? It also provides a bit more context for the movement rather than just having like enemies flying around. Having like a wall that you can see in certain spaces helps out with that quite a lot. It yeah. I had to use UI though, so I kind of hate it. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll actually make it physical. So it should be alright. But it essentially be like if I create no. Create 2D sprites square. Because what I'd probably do is maybe potentially make like a tile map or something, I guess. We could do something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll duplicate, attach it, make it slightly bigger, set this to -1. Oh, it's light like that. There we go. And we can come along and we can... Oh, no. I want this to be... tiled? No. Tiled 1 by 1, continuous, adaptive. I don't fucking know, man. Adaptive as well. Is that like no? No. We could probably fix something to do with this. I don't know. There'll be something we can do. You missed the train. Oh no. We missed the train, the hype train. Sad times. But UI fix your problem. Yeah, I was thinking levels will be very linear. No, because what we'll do is we'll just set it out so like you've got the main kind of hub space, and then there'll be 3 from the main kind of area. And don't get me wrong, it'll be rather large, but from the main kind of area, we'll just have like 3 branches for wherever the 3 bosses are. And then you can essentially just go to any of the 3 bosses whenever you want. And then when you're traveling to the next boss, you'll have to go through that kind of main fighting space again. So I think it should be fine. Like, you'll be able to do the bosses in any order that you want. Because we'll have a little indicator that kind of shows, like, a little pointer showing to each of the 3. Oh, that kind of ruins my ideas. Oh, what were your ideas? For the story and stuff. I mean, you can make it linear. We can make it linear. Does making it linear help you? Is that... Oh. I, like, closed my mouth a little bit too quickly. And I, like, smashed my teeth together. That was really not nice. I did not like that. Oh. That, like, sent shudders through my entire body. I'm going to eat chocolate and crapfen now. So I can't type for a bit. No worries, Lupin. I mean, you could just chocolate fingers all over the keys. That could work, right? That could be good. I mean, it wouldn't be good. It'd be horrible. But it could be. Let's be honest here. Who's done more work? You or Dynam? I mean, I think we've unironically both done about a pretty equal amount of work. I've not really done that much right now. I've made a couple of enemies and a player. That's about it. Like, that's not much. Like, I could have done that in the first, like, couple of hours if I actually sit down and do some work rather than, like, doing little tiny bits of work, dribs and drabs here and there. I could probably get a lot more work done, but I think we've actually done a pretty similar amount of work, to be honest. Linear gameplay would help the story. Yeah, we'll make it linear then. That's fine. That's completely fine. Yeah, because it doesn't have to be a massive game. We can literally just have, like, open combat arena, boss. Open combat arena, boss. And just literally linear it that way. That's completely fine. That works. Or we could just have separate levels. So you spawn in, you go off, on each individual level, literally have it be level based. Would that work better for you as well? I hear what you say. I hear what you're saying, Wink. Yeah. No, unironically, like, to be fair, most of the stuff I've been doing has just been, like, not working. Like, trying to figure shit out. That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, so we'll make it level based. Just pure levels. One for each boss. Sound. That works for me as well, because then we've at least got a clear indication as to where we want to go. And we can make the UI for the actual selecting of the different levels a bit more intuitive, I guess. So that works. Happy days. Also, can we just, like, casually talk about the fact that, like, we are, like, averaging around 10 to 15 viewers standard on Twitch now. Dynam, you haven't even raided me, and we're still averaging like 15 people. That's crazy. That's crazy. The fact that, like, 10 is our baseline. Madness. I love you all. I love you all for being here. Thank you. And as soon as I say that, it goes down. Hilarious. Because I was intending for the AI to fully control the levels and thus teleport you between them. Yeah, that's completely fine. That works. I actually didn't shout you out or raid or anything to see what your viewers would be like. Literally, like, still getting, like, a pretty similar amount. That's mad. And I'm happy they're quite high. I know. Same. Like, the YouTube one is, like, pretty sad, but, like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense that I wouldn't have that many viewers on YouTube, because people on YouTube watch for, like, my long form content, not my live streams, or they subscribe for that, I should say. So it makes sense that YouTube would be high. But honestly, moving to Twitch, or at least multi-streaming at the very least on Twitch, has been one of the better decisions when it comes to doing these streams. It's worked out really, really well. To be fair, I might at some point end up making it so that maybe I do only just stream on Twitch. I feel once I get monetized on YouTube, I'll probably stop the live streams there and I'll just stream exclusively on Twitch. But I still want to stream on YouTube because it adds up it adds to the hours, the watch hours, which is nice. I need those to get monetized. Even just like 5-10 hours here and there, it's 5 or 10 hours of a video that I would have to make, so it helps a lot. I still haven't figured out post-processing though, and I can't use URP. Let's figure it out. Let's open up this Unity post-processing. on a single layer. There we go. Because I don't want to have to use multiple cameras if I can get away with it. How to exclude objects from post-processing. Here we go. Let's watch this video.
Hello everybody. In this
Hello.
tutorial I want to show you how to exclude objects from post-processing.
Let's watch this together, shall we? Let's watch this together.
Here I have an underwater scene set up for the game I'm currently working on.
There we go.
It has a post-processing volume which adds some underwater effects.
We can't use this one because that's URP. Okay, that's the icon.
About post-processing using the new scriptable render pipeline from Unity 2018. It's currently in beta, so don't use it in productive project. Upper right corner right now, so there's a link to the video.
This is a bit of an outdated video, so I don't know if this will still be relevant. Let's see. Let's see. View.
And you should have a look at the package manager. In the inspector, it looks process test or something like that.
Okay, we've got the layer. Cool.
Layer. It's important to use this because otherwise it won't work. So you have to add a component, the post-processing layer, and here you have to choose a layer. Otherwise you get a warning. You can't choose nothing or everything. You just choose the same layer as you have here in your camera and.
Clipped you smashing your teeth. Jan. That was really... Because the thing is, these two front teeth for me, they're fake, right? I smashed them on a locker door when I was in like year 7. I was in year 7. So I was like 13. I smashed these two teeth clean in half. Like, clean in half. Well, this tooth clean in half, this one's got a bit of a chip out of it. So these are like, just kind of like crowns. Well, they're not crowns, they're like filling kind of things. What I've got is actually still technically temporary. I should have like a full-on thing, but again, expensive. So yeah, like I always get nervous whenever I do something like that with my teeth, because that pain that I felt when it actually happened, the thing itself happening, like actually smashing my teeth, didn't actually hurt that much. But the nerves were exposed. Like you could literally see the nerves dangling out my teeth. Breathing and like the sensitivity of that was brutal. Some of the worst pain I've ever felt. It was horrible. Ketchup. Maybe talking out my bum. Love that. But I'm pretty sure post-processing is done post the processing, meaning it won't be able to do it per object as it's being applied to the render frame. The thing is, it works like this on the in URP. So using the universal render pipeline, so the newer post-processing kind of situation, which we're not using in this, you can literally apply a post-processing volume to a specific layer, and it will only apply to objects on that layer. It's just not working. I guess it's just not how it works here. And ideally, I don't really want to have multiple cameras in the scene. Because the thing, like in my main project, Amber's Tale, my Metroidvania, I've got it set up using URP. And I've literally just got different layers, and it works. Chef's kiss perfectly. But yeah, I don't know why it's doing it like this now. I really don't. I mean, let's pull in a couple different things again. Let's pull in the enemies, and we'll make a square again, just so we can see something. You know what? Let's be a bit different. Let's bring a circle in this time. So we've got the glow. Oh, I've got an email. Okay, fair enough. This, okay, we deactivate is global. Post-processing, so now if I put this on the post-processing layer, as far as I'm concerned, when we run, that should be glowing. You know? But it's not. Big intensity. And the main camera is rendering everything. The post-processing layer here is selected, is at post-processing. Nothing post-processing. There we go. Can you do me a test? Put a box collider on the post-processing on this. Okay. Box collider 2D. There we go. We've got one on. Still not working. It might need to be 3D. Okay. Remove component. Just standard box collider. Rise contacts. Is trigger? No. And then make sure the camera is inside of it. So put the camera inside of the post-processing layer. Like that. Oh! Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got you. Yeah. So make it massive so the camera's inside. So it's literally inside of it. Let's make it 2D again, just because we are in 2D. So let's do that. Box collider 2D. Edit. Probably needs to be a trigger at that point now, doesn't it? Trigger. No. I unchocolated my fingers. Love that, Lupit. Love that. While we're doing some testaroonies, let's put the music back on. Feels so quiet when we don't have the music on, don't you think? The Z-axis as well will be needed. I mean this. Oh yeah. So this will have to be set to -10. Like that. So now this is on the same thing. This is on 0. Yeah. So these are now on the same Z-axis. This should be within the box collider. Go back to 3D and make sure the Z-axis is big enough. Okay, cool. Remove box collider. Interesting. Interesting. But this doesn't fix your issue. True. It doesn't fix my issue. Then again, let's come along. Change this to this profile. This will work. Or, no, there'll be another one, isn't there? This one? Yeah, this is the gold one. Okay. So we've got the 2 different layers. What we'll do is we'll make this bigger as well. Okay. We'll also make this one bigger. Like so. We'll make this a bit bigger as well. Make them all the same size. Hell to it. Okay. Then I'm going to come. I'm going to put this one on this side. And this one on this side. Okay. Is global. So this is on post-processing. So this one be enemy. And then let's duplicate this. Oh, you can only have one. Oh, that's poops. Let's delete that. Let's create a new camera. Enemy. don't clear. We're going to render everything. We're going to render only enemies on this one. And this main camera, everything except for enemy. Right. We're going to put paste component is new here. This will be enemy. And this will be enemy camera. Okay. Oh, and not post-processing. No. Enemy. Everything except enemy. Post-processing thing. Okay. Enemy. Cool stuff. So now, if I just, like, move this there, right? Everything's glowing. But then if I move the player over here, only that glows. I still don't know why this, and then that white one. I still don't know why everything's glowing. Why does everything still glow when I've got the enemy layer? This is just confusing. I just made the most cursed thing in Unity. Oh god, what did you do? I tried to make the character become a ragdoll, but when he... Oh, his eyes fall out for some reason. That is terrifying. Terrifying. Very interesting. But it's learning, I guess. This is very true. We are learning things. We are learning things right now. That's also... that's cursed. That is cursed. I still don't know... Right, so this shouldn't affect the circle. You know? This affects everything except the player. This doesn't affect the enemies, which is good. That's what we want. But why does this affect everything but the player? That's what I don't get. If I set this to player... I don't understand. What is the ship got on it that prevents it from doing that? Is it the rigid body? But no, it's affecting these. Is there some post-processing effect that makes it glow? Yeah, the bloom on this. But the thing is, I've got it set up in such a way that the circle is on the post-processing layer, right? It's not being rendered by the red camera. Like the camera here that's rendering the enemies, it should only be rendering things with the enemy tab. Ergo, it should not apply the red glow to anything else. It should not, because it's not rendering it. So I'm very confused. Post-processing. It should not have any effect on this. Because as far as this camera is concerned, this camera here, the only thing it sees is enemies. And this is not an enemy. So why is it applying the bloom to it? You know? I'm very confused. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm very confused as well. I have no idea why that's happening. None. Zero. Nada. And it doesn't apply to the player. So if I add another player in. Nothing. This isn't glowing. But it's not been rendered by that camera. See? If I turn the camera off, it's still there. Why? Why? It's extremely confusing. And confuddling. Let me lower this. Let me lower this down ever so schmidtly. There we go. Try rendering only enemies for a second. Yeah. I'd have to do that. There we go. Rendering only enemies. Also try to move the circle to another layer, not default. It's on post-processing. It's on a post-processing layer. So it doesn't show the circle. Yeah. So on this camera, or let me just check the virtual camera. The virtual camera doesn't have anything specific on it. Like, this shouldn't make a difference. Oh, yeah. Apply to my camera. There we go. No, the sorting layer. Okay. I mean, let's add one then. Environment. There we go. Sorting layer is in front of everything. There we go. Sorting layer, post-processing. Enemy shooter is... I mean, the sprite itself is here. It's on default. But, I mean, that's fine. I don't know. I don't know. Enemy. Enemy. Circle. I'm removing it from the post-processing. So put that on default. Yeah, I mean, this one, the white glow has to be on this. So if we get rid of this post-processing, which is the red one, right? When we move the ship into it, so there, that's got the white glow, which is great. And the red enemies and the red ones are not glowing. That's great. That's exactly what we want. But then the moment it's the other way round, there's this one, everything is being selected. So the problem is only the post-processing. Yeah. The problem is the post-processing. 100%. Specifically this one. The red one is not, it's not following its own rules at all. This circle does not exist on the camera that this is rendering on. It does not exist. What if I make that like apparent? There we go. Very, very... Tell me about it. This circle does not exist. It's working correctly on the player. That's the weirdest part. It's working on the player because the player is not being rendered by this camera. Ergo, it's not got the glow. But as soon as you introduce this random ass circle or any other like square item, any 2D object, nope. It's having none of it. Does this have a specific shape? No, it's also sprite default. What's the ship on? Body. Sprite default. Default. Player. Even putting this on player doesn't fix it. It's not. Everything is identical to the player right now. Even the tags. The tags will have no effect. Player, player, player. Circle. Nothing. Post-processing. Oh, wait. Enemy. Don't clear enemy. Copy and paste the body from the ship. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Let me just check to see if this is going to work, because this wasn't on the enemy layer. Potentially. Gamedev Diamond, hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're struggling to figure things out. It's very sad. Enemy. Oh. Okay, well, that's doing something. Don't know if it's a thing I want it to do, but it's doing something. Environment. Okay. Enemy, enemy, enemy. Post-processing. Okay, so that's the regular one. I mean, now it's even weirder. Now it's shining brighter, but still showing us the stuff. So if I turn this on. So now it's only working with that. Like, I'm so confused. So confused. Like, go here. Everything's glowing red. Cool. Go over here. But now this only grows. Why? Yeah, I'm gonna copy the ship from this. Okay, Control C, Control V, and then we'll just make this a circle. Sure, or we won't. Sure. In fact, yeah, you can be a triangle. There we go. Okay, we'll get rid of the circle. Okay, now this has been copied from the player, right? Okay, so this should glow. This should glow when we go over here, which it does, and it should not glow when we go over here, but it does. Just because it's outside the collider. Yeah, but what the collider for the player one is this one here. Enemies not glowing. Perfect. Why? Let's copy from the enemy. Because it is an enemy after all. Triangle. Epic stuff. Yes, orange. So it matches. In fact, we'll even get the exact colour. Yeah, there we go. Triangle. Okay. Triangle. We've literally copied the sprite thing from it. Come over here. This is only glowing. Perfect. Come over here. And now that's glowing. What is different? What is different? Which layer is set up on? That's a shout, actually. Default. 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 I mean, this works now. This works. In that regard, right? Okay, so that's fine. So now only the enemies are glowing. Okay, so now if I come and I make this global. Okay. Okay. Now I want a separate thing. No, that's not right. Okay, yeah, let's make a third. Let's make a third one. Okay, so make a third camera, and this will be environment. Okay, and this will go on the environment layer. Environment. Environment. This is all cool. environment. Use the final blit to camera render target. What is this? Oh, what's this? Automatically replaces shades in black pixel. Okay. Use the final blit to the camera render target for post-processing. This is less overhead, but breaks compatibility with legacy image effects. Okay, that's just a thingy. Custom effect sorting. No custom effects. Toolkit. Export, extra, or whatever. Okay, so now we need a third one of these. Where it's on environment. I'll make it blue. Okay. Need a new one. Unity. Bloom. All. Big boy. Blue. There we go. Thresholds. Whatever. Environment. Okay, and this is that. Why is this not working? Oh yeah, we need to make this environment. Fix the eyes popping out of my character. Nice. Is this a new game? Yes. This is a game jam game that I'm making with Dynam Studio, the Office roguelike guy. We're making this together for the Pirate Software, game jam. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Okay, environment, post-processing. We'll make this big and intense. Why is this not working now? Post-processing. Oh yeah, this doesn't have... Oh, it does have a collider. Oh yeah, I'm not in it. Box collider. Why is this box collider like different? Why is this box collider like green and this one's like the 2D one and not like filled in? Oh, because it's is global. Okay, cool. Is glow. So now, or do we want them all to be global? I mean, ultimately, we would want them all to be global. Okay. So then now we've got this, which is the main kind of one. Okay, which we're gonna make white. Just lower the intensity slightly. There we go. We've got the enemy one, which is big and bright, like so. You just like lower this slightly. Okay, which glows red. And then we've got the environmental one, which is doing nothing. Okay, we'll make that grey for the time being. Does the HDR make a difference? Oh, yeah. It does. Yeah, there we go. It's still not working. What's the HDR on the other ones? 2. Yeah, about the same. Let's just off on. Can we just like copy settings? Let's just move them over to this. Paste settings. Why is that just doubled down on that? It's the environment one. Environment. Environment camera, yeah. Environment only. Environment layer. Environment layer. Oh, this is so fun. This is so fun. I'm really, really happy. This was not meant to be my whole evening. This was not meant to be how my evening went. I was gonna make a boss today. That would be so much easier than just trying to figure out why this just is being inconsistent. Huh. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, I mean, they're all global, so that doesn't make a difference anymore. Okay, we'll name this so we know. PPN enemy. That's the PP enemy. Yeah. This is the PP player. Cool. This is the PP environment. Cool. You can go. Oh no, that might be the one for Dynamo or something later on down the line. Turn off all the other turn off all the other cameras apart from the environment. PP enemy and PP player are the best names. Exactly, PP. We got the PP. Turn off all the other cameras apart from environment. Oh wait, before I do. Oh no, yeah, that's done. Okay, we'll turn off this camera. Didn't show that. We'll turn off this camera. Now all we're doing is showing the environment. Oh. Okay, so now we'll turn that off. And we'll turn the main one on. Turn the enemy one on. They're all working. It is on the right layer. Because it's only rendering this. Post-processing. Environment layer. Environment. This. Very intense. Oh, the threshold was too high. Lamo. The threshold was too high. Oh, look at that. Jesus. Does not... You haven't half got, like, sensitive things, do you? These are really sensitive. There we go. Now I can set that to blue. Like that. There we are. Or maybe like more of a... Yeah, we'll go for white. We'll go for the white. Fuck it. Alright, so now when we turn these other ones on. Okay. Is the environment just a bit too bold? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll turn the... what was it that I turned on? The softney? No. Diffusion was at 7. 7. Softney was up. Was this ratio at something? Softney was at 0.5. 0.5. Oh, so basically 1. 1. Wait, why is this affecting the player now? The clamp is not the same in the environment. The what? Oh, the clamp, yeah. I don't know if that makes a difference, right? Okay, let's just copy that just in case. Or we can just disable it, I guess. We just like disable anything that's like not actually needed. Override the setting with volume. So we can just like increase the intensity, right? Let's do the same. So this is for the player. Okay. We'll get rid of that as well. Player. Yeah. And now in the environment. No. Which is none. Intensity. You can just increase the intensity. And the colour. Set this to 2. Why is this now affecting the player? Yes. Why is this now affecting the player? We had it. We had it. It was working. Environment. We had it, boys. Why is this suddenly being a poopy? Oh, this. So this is just rendering the player and the effects. Maybe it's because it's applying the PP globally. Yeah, I mean that's what we want. The global just means it will affect like the entire world space rather than if we untick this, it'll only affect it when you're within this collider. So the globally is fine. Untick these. Oh, we just had it working. Oh. Post-processing. It's not affecting them. Yeah. Ship is on post-processing. Yeah. The enemies are on enemy. Enemy. We love this. We love this so much. Why? It's affecting everything. Why? Why you affect everything? Environment only. This says only work on the environment. This is what this says. So why you do it to everything? Why? Yeah, different. It's the same bug, but it's different. It's the same different bug. This is it because it's like shining so bright that it's then refracting off of these, maybe? There's like 0. Let's make this like 1. Maybe it's like it's just shining. This is shining so bright that it's then adding glow to this. Maybe that's it. So we'll increase that to 1. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that must be it then. This is shining so bright that it was like making these shine. Okay. That's so stupid. I mean, at least we've got it working now. Right, so this is the player post-processing. So we can make this like blue. Like that. Set that to 1. So it's not being a silly. Make that glow blue. Perfect. And then the enemy. We figured it out. We figured it out. Set that to 1. We did it. I don't understand a thing about the post-processing. Same. Well, I understand it in URP, but this is a whole different ballgame. But I think I've just cracked the code. I think I've cracked it. It was too bright, so the brightness was then affecting the other things. Which I don't agree that that should be a thing. If we're saying only affect things that are being rendered by this camera, it shouldn't affect everything else. Like, I disagree that this should be an issue. Right? Because it's basically saying, oh, well, we're making this one shine so bright that it's going to have an effect on everything else. But not as far as this object is concerned, there is nothing else. So I disagree with this fundamentally. But hey, it works now. It works. So now I can go into the game. We figured it out. Trial and error. There we go. We've got the... Why is that red? Why? We just had this argument. We set the thresholds to be low. Okay, now it... We just had this argument. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that now either. I thought I had it. I think you're just overlapping post-processing because it might be set to global. No, because the global itself just basically says where it'll be in effect. I want all of these to be in effect at all times. The global, basically, like, I'll show you what the global does. If I set all 3 of these. If I set them all to 0, right, to is global. I'll bring this over to the side so you can kind of see. What this effectively does is basically just says when this is... when you're in the area of the post-processing, affect it. Make it come into effect. Rather than it being like, all these are active. I mean, this is stupid in itself now. Even this one. This is the one that should be affecting the enemies. But... still... I'm just confused, man. I'm just confused. Is it because this is white? Is that what it is? So if we make this grey, right? We make this grey. We make this shine, but then it doesn't shine. You know, the environment. You know what? The environment just isn't gonna glow. You know, I've made an executive decision. The environment isn't allowed to glow. I'm gonna make it very purposefully grey, such that it cannot absorb light. Kind of racist. Yeah, don't take that out of context. Yeah, it's just gonna be grey. You can still see it, but it's just not... It's never allowed to glow. Ever. Right, yeah, there we go. Not glowing. We can then increase the... We can increase the post-processing of this. This can now be more intense and glowy, like so. And this should still not glow. There we go. Yeah, cool. You're just not allowed to glow anymore. It's the way it is. That's really stupid. That's really stupid. Look at my handsome man. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Lazy. Thank you, Mrs. Lazy. Yeah, we've not got much done today. because we basically struggle to figure out post-processing for the entire stream. The entire stream. But it works now. It works. It does the thing it's meant to do. So we'll just deal. And the bullets glow as well, which is cool. I rate it. Boom, 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 boom. The issue is, I think, like we've got... I feel like there isn't enough distinction between the different enemies. They all kind of look the same. You can't really tell which one is the one that's like going to be shooting you, in a way. Like, you can, vaguely, but like the shapes are very similar. I think I need to make the colors a bit different. Or can we just make them all bigger? Can we just make... Should we just make both the enemies bigger? The sprites themselves? You know, what, like 2 by 2? Maybe 1.5. That's a bit too big, isn't it? 1.5 by 1.5. And then 1.5. Is this going to make it visually clearer? Which is which? Yeah, I feel like that makes a difference. I quite like the size they are, though. You know? But yeah, there isn't much visual clarity, you know? Which is an issue. Maybe 1.2. Sprite. Let's go to the red. Yeah, I think these are too similar. Let's have a look at the other ones that Dyna's made. Is there one that's a little bit different? Yeah, we could do this. This one's a little bit different. So save. Save. Let's open this up. Go. Art. Enemies. Let's bring this one in. Multiple. 32. Point. Global. Apply. Sprite. Editor. A slice, apply, go in, enemy, boom. And that's a bit different now, at least. We can make them 1 by 1 by 1. Again, so that's, yeah, these visually look pretty different now. So if I come in, overrides apply all, and again, just set that to 1. Overrides apply all, and we can lower the post-processing a little bit. Like, we don't actually need it to be this intense. We want like subtle glow on everything. We don't want things to be actually like crazy. Is this like HDR? Oh yeah, that can be set to 1 again. There we go. There we are. Alright, let's see how this looks. Every enemy looks like General Grievous. Yeah. Okay, I feel like this is a bit more distinct. Like, we've got the triangle ones, and then we've got the ones with the turret. I think that's a bit more clear. I kind of rate that. And we can add little particles to them and that kind of stuff. Yeah. The issue is we have to have all enemies be one color. Like, the easy, like, design kind of thing we would do is basically just make different enemies different colors. That's one easy way to do it. But this, because we can't do that, because blue is good, orange is bad. We can't really afford to do that. Destroyed. Okay. I mean, this works. I mean, obviously there wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be like this kind of orientation. Like, we're kind of getting a bit of a cluster of enemies like this. I need to reprogram the code. So maybe they wander around a little bit rather than clustering up and just rotating constantly. Because they all end up kind of just circling the enemy or circling the player. So, I'd make the ones that follow you a bit smaller and have a trail effect. Yeah, I'm going to be adding all that kind of like the trail effects and stuff later. I just wanted the actual... I just wanted a bit of a glow just to see how the game would kind of look like. That's the thing. We can get little effects and particles and all that kind of stuff. But that's going to happen next week. That's going to be like week 2 kind of vibes. For any kind of polish, that kind of stuff. But yeah. Okay. This is better. This works. This works. Alright. Cool. What? I've got 10 minutes before I'm going to be stopping the stream. Just 10 ickle-bickle minutes. What can we get done in 10 minutes that'll be meaningful? We can make a little bit of a starting scene, I guess. We can make a little bit of a starting scene. Let's make this bigger. And add a collider to it. Polygon collider. There we go. There we go. So we can get rid of the enemy as well. They're all fine now. Obstacles, collider. There we go. Add small asteroid particles. Yeah, we're going to be doing all that kind of later on down the line in the polishing kind of thing. The priority at the moment is kind of just getting a bit of a gameplay loop in place. Probably should make this more of a rectangle, right? Rectangle is probably or square, I should say. Square. Obviously got to make this grey, because otherwise apparently the game doesn't like it and it will glow. So now we can come along and make these big, and we'll just make the entire environment out of these, I guess. May as well. It'd be cool if am I able to make a 2D like kind of mesh, because then I could just like add points. Do I need to get an add-on for that? I feel like I need an add-on for that. Package manager. There's got to be one baked in, right? Some kind of mesh thing. Mathematics. Oh, this is all that's in it. Unity registry. Multiply mobile. Does anyone know of an asset that'll do that? Basically, you know, like when you've got... I basically want to create a shape, a custom shape is essentially what I'm wanting to do. I want to make a custom 2D shape. Does anyone know any add-ons that allow me to do that? Or if there is one that's baked in. Pretty sure I downloaded one at some point. Snapshot shader collector, feel, easy expandable text, box. Don't remember what this one is. Isn't there some kind of mesh collider built in? That's what I thought. There's gotta be. Would it have to be a 3D object though? Mesh. Because there's got to be some kind of like 2D tile map, sprite shape. Oh, open shape. Is that it? Oh no, it'd be closed shape, won't it? 2D sprite shape, closed shape. Yeah? And then I can... Oh, yeah, Sam, we found it, lads. Found it. There we go. That makes my life much easier. Let's, like, I want the... I want sharp corners. I don't want rounded corners. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what we want. We want that on all of them, though. So if I make a new one... So if I make a new one, it should... Why is... Can I set the default values of these? There's got to be a way I can, like, set the default values for this. Like, if I create a new one, I don't want to have to do this constantly. Pixels per unit, whatever. No. Is there a way to make these the like when I create a new component to it like this? Is there a way to set it such that it'll corner automatically stretch? No. Sprite variant. Can I create a new sprite variant? Stretched? I want the height to be this every time I make one. When we had text voice thingy, when we had the text to voice thing for channel points, I need to figure out how to set that up. I think I need to download a separate thing for it. I have currently got text to speech set up on the donation, on the tip thing. It does work on that, but I do want to set up a channel point for it as well. I don't know how to do that though yet. I need to do a bit of research into it first. But I will do for sure. Yeah, because that's really cool. And it's just like a bit more engaging, you know. I think it's just a bit nicer. A bit nicer. There's gotta be a... Oh, edge material. Pixel snap. Sprite default material. Tiling 1 by offset. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh, we've got these weird edges as well. Ah, it's like... It's kind of what I want, but not really. It's really annoying. Because I don't want it to be rounded. Like... This is so annoying. Corner threshold. Oh, there we go. Okay, that fixes that issue. I still need cache geometry. Open-ended, no. There's got to be an easy way. Custom geometry modifier. Add. How do I create one of these? Sprite shape geometry modifier. So create sprite 2D sprite shape profile. Ah. Maybe? Sprite shape edge? No. Start 0. Inner corner. Oh, I'm so confused, man. Offset. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh. If it works, I made a Dynam AI model a while ago. That in text-to-speech would be funny-ish. Oh my god, can you send that to me? If I can figure out how to have Dynam say things to me as text-to-speech, that would be so funny. That would be... Oh, we can't tell Dynam about this either. We need to keep this hush-hush. Let's hope he's just not in the chat anymore. That would be amazing. Shapes by Freya holder is the best one that I know, but pricey. Yeah, we don't want to be spending money here. Isn't there some kind of mesh collider built in? Yeah. This is like this works. You know, like this works. This is what I want. I just don't want to have to like adjust this every time I make a new node. You know? Corner disabled. Corner stretched. Automatic. Let me Google this. Gotta Google again. Game dev life. What is this thing called? Sprite shape controller. Stretch corner, using the stretch corner mode on the sprite component. Edit components, edit spline. Wait, sorry. Spline. No. Corner. Corner threshold is fine. Change to stretched. Height override for control point. What is this called? A sprite shape set height override to 0.1 for each new point. $100. How long is the jam? It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the jam. It finishes on Friday the 26th. So we've got a couple days. I'm sorry, this game jam ends on the 26th, right? And then on the 27th and 28th. Wait, no, this finishes at 2 p.m. on Friday. I then start the global game jam at 5 p.m. on Friday, which is a 48-hour jam. So that's gonna be an eventful one. I'm gonna literally be cramming to finish a jam, and then immediately start another one with a 3-hour rest period. Cause I hate myself, apparently. Just because I hate myself. All at once. How can I do this? Screenshots. Okay, yeah. Controller. It's got to be this somehow. I've got to be able to edit this somehow, right? Gotta be in some way. Pointers, I'm not severe. Is this still not a thing? Apparently this is like an issue. I'm just reading from this anyway. I used to jam a lot every week, working on bigger stuff right now. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm usually working on my main project, Amber's Tale. But I feel like working on one project, you learn a lot slower. So I've kind of taken this new year. I'm going to be doing 1 jam a month on average at least. Just so I can learn and diversify my abilities a little bit. And also have some actual games. Because I don't really have that much to show my portfolio. Because I've never really finished things. Which is, you know, not good when you wanted to potentially get a job in the game industry. So yeah. Kind of need to make a few different things. And just as a way to network as well. Meet new people. Make games on stuff. Make games with a bunch of people. Like this one, I'm working with LazyTeaStudios, the office roguelike guy. I'm working with him on this, and it's just been epic. It's been really cool. I've met some really amazing people. The community, like Dynam's community's kind of like come over as well, or the streaming side of his community has been coming over and supporting me loads. It's been really cool, kind of meshing our communities together, and it's a lovely experience. And yeah, it'll be cool to just do that with a lot more people. Yeah, I'm focusing purely on my platformer-focused metroidvania, no combat. Oof, yeah. That's got to be some level design. Am I one of those people? Yes, you are, Lupit. Yes, you are. Because I think you found me through Dynam, didn't you? Or you started watching me because of Dynam, I should say. Yeah. There's been loads of people. Yes, exactly. See, if it wasn't for Dynam, you wouldn't know I exist. And I wouldn't know you exist. And now because Dynam is an epic gamer man, yeah. Here we are, together, enjoying each other's company. Just to let you know, because it is a Dynam game, you must add a potato somewhere. This is true. Maybe I'll just hide a potato. Maybe I'll secretly make the last boss a potato. How about that? Does that work? Does that make us happy? I could do it. Just surprise him at the last minute. You'd never see it coming. Bad Lazy! No! Dynam! No! No. He's I don't know what's going on. Nothing. Whatever you think it is, it's not that. Don't worry. Yeah, no. I started watching him back in 2020, so I remember those old streams. And because of the autism force, brings us all together. This is true. The autism, honestly, people with autism just naturally gravitate towards each other. It's hilarious. Like, most of my friends are unironically autistic as all hell. And it's just coincidence. Like, we all don't even, like, tell. It's not the first thing you tell people, like, oh, yeah, I'm autistic. We're just, like, we're all in a group, and we're just, like, one of us says, and we're just, like, we're all just suddenly discovering. Like that Spider-Man meme, where they're all pointing at each other. We're like, wait, we're all autistic? It just happens. You summoned him by mentioning potatoes. Literally. Alright, I think I'm going to leave the stream here, though, for today. I think I'm gonna leave it here. We've done it like 3.5 hours, so it's been a productive little stream. We figured out post-processing, and I'm gonna do a bit of work, level design off screen, see if I can figure this out. I also need to adjust the enemies such that they don't collide with the environments as well. That's gonna be a fun one, and we'll go from there. But for now, I'm gonna thank you all for coming yet again. Mogo, if you are still here, you absolute mad lad. Thank you for another 11 gifted subs. 11. Crazy son of a gun. And thank you to What's Ketchup as well for 3 gifted subs as well, and the Prime. And most importantly, thank you just everyone for being here. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey of learning. We're learning shit. We learned stuff. We all learned something today about post-processing and the fact it sucks. So thank you for being part of that journey. I will be streaming again in the next couple of days. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, actually. I might stream again tomorrow. Because the missus is at work again, so it's probably worth doing it. And I have a shorter shift tomorrow at work. So yeah. Yeah, I've decided I'm going to stream tomorrow as well. So, same time again. I might see you. I might not. If I don't, have a great rest of the week. If I do, I'll see you tomorrow. Either way, have a good evening. Have a good cup of tea. Yorkshire Gold, of course. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye for now.